Hey everybody, another E50 game. I just couldn't put it down after the last match. So, still with Chief. This time he's in his Leopard Prototype A. We found ourselves on Redshire. Although this map is based around the giant hill, you can still get a lot of work done in the E50. Partly because, as I said before, the gun depression isn't actually that bad if you know how to use it, and also partly because your armor is really good already, and it becomes even better when it's tilted back from being on the side of a hill. So I actually do head straight towards the hill because I like being able to shift around the folds in it. I don't like being on flat ground, even in the E50. The enemy Leopard is a guy I'd run into about 6 months ago, a year ago now, and it was after he just re-rolled, and he had such a ridiculously high opinion of himself. It wasn't even funny. I mean, he's not a bad player, but it's just amusing to see how huge people's egos get when they make a re-roll account and get 3k WNA. I scrubbed my shot there. But the Bulldog's not really a huge threat to me, so I'm not too worried. And because I'm behind a hill, I should be safe from the 261. The Lorraine goes into the Ram. That's the end of the M41. I begin to shift to the west side of the hill so I can start putting my gun to use. Unfortunately, that one hits a little high and left, and either bounces off or gets eaten by its track. I couldn't quite see which. That one obviously was a much better aimed shot. Now, this isn't the best situation to be fighting in because the E50 does have a flat turret face. In fact, it's probably the weakest point on the E50's frontal armor, including the lower plate. And because my turret is mostly what they're seeing as I pop out from behind the hill to shoot, it's going to be a problem. Back up too far there, and give that 140 my side. Bad mistake, but he then gets distracted and I'm able to sneak another shot in and get some help from Chief. His friend goes down as well. An ISU spotted, he's not paying attention, so I sneak a quick high roll into him. And when he doesn't turn around and move into cover, I start looking for another. Always good to get the L10 out of the game. There's still an IS-8 moving down that flank. He will be my next target as he drives out into the open. However, then I get lit, and so I back up a little. Not a good idea to be sitting up on a ridge line and then get spotted and stay there. I see the 183 distracted. It looks like an opportunity to me, not a threat. Sorry the game's a bit laggy, I'm not sure why. So I roll over and try and pop him, but unfortunately it's not successful. But on the other hand, he doesn't get a shot into me, so that's still a plus in my book. There's something way up the back, probably the JT, since it still hasn't been lit. So I'll get this to run a bit better. Chief's missing all his hit points. It looks like the 261 hit him almost directly. And so for the rest of the game, he's going to have to hide as hard as he possibly can. I roll up the hill here, looking for shots on the scent. Unfortunately, he's got a big rock between myself and him, but the T-34 has less cover. I'm able to get a shot through the side of his turret. Wow, this really is running like shit. Sorry about that, not much I can do. I'm looking for shots in the back of the pattern as he runs away, but I lose sight. So I go for hash shield instead, and miss. Not sure how. Scent wasn't looking, but by the time I roll around to get a shot into him, he is. I also take a hit from down low. It's actually the Leopard. He started paying attention to me, and that Scent has a 20 pounder, so I expected to be able to roll back into cover before he was reloaded. I misjudged, didn't notice which gun he had, and ended up losing my hit points for it. He then takes out Chief. Sorry, this is just really irritating me. But by now the Leopard's shooting at me. I roll up hoping to get one last shot to the Scent, and it manages to hit the back of his, or the top rear of his engine deck and skip off. Just my luck. I'm going to hit the time acceleration here, there's no reason to not do it. Nothing else much happened this match. Our team just slowly took him down one by one. So even in tanks which aren't known for having brilliant gun depression, you can still work a hill. It just takes a little more knowledge of your tank's limits and a little more patience. Good use of front bumper there by the E50M. And the pattern goes down here in just a moment. Pretty cruisy game. I was a bit too careless with my hit points, but ended up working out alright. My team were able to pick up where I left off, and so I would call that a success, honestly. It was an alright match. Now, as far as I know, I haven't actually double checked this yet, but as far as I'm aware, 9.4 has just released on NA, which means I'm going to have to marathon the last few 9.3 videos. I've got a couple I need to record, and then update the game afterwards. Hopefully I won't forget and do what I did last time and then have a bunch of 9.3 videos I can't record. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about how jittery it was. I'll have to try and figure out why it's doing that. I noticed it tended to happen when things exploded or gunshot, so it's probably an issue with the sound mod again. But either way, yeah, thanks for watching. I wish you the best of luck in the field, and I'll see you next time.